Hi and welcome to yet another video recording. This is a continuation of the previous video on building. So just a quick recap when we talk about building, the three key steps. The first step is prospecting. The second step is leads generation, and the third step is conversion. All right, so we want to put ourselves in front of others so that they are aware of us, so that we could use that as a way to kind of prospect, to kind of identify who could be our target audience. And then after that, we'll look at leads generation. That means we put something to kind of get them to say that yes, I'm interested in what you have to say. And then the third part is how we convert them from a prospect into a client. All right, so what I would like to do here is I like to weave in this part on design thinking with building your business. So you see a lot of time when you look at what many internet marketers are saying, they are saying essentially the same thing. So for example, you need to have a website and you need to have a landing page. And in the landing page, you would offer some kind of ethical bribe. It could be an ebook, it could be a checklist, something. Or it could be a series of online lessons, and then from there you get people to say that I'm interested in what you have to offer, and then the whole process begins. Now these days, I think one that's becoming very commonplace, putting up like a landing page and some kind of opt-in tool. This is very commonplace. If you go to any website, many a times, either you get an irritating pop-up that comes out and say that, sign up for my newsletter and we will give you the top 10 secrets to how I get 1 million Twitter followers, for example, and get the ebook. And really many a times after you read the ebook, it will leave you wanting more, which is fine because that is the process, but the thing is that now everybody does it. And many a times, 90% of what you get out there, the ebook is just even not worth, taking up space on your hard disk, for example, or in the cloud. So the question is, if that's such commonplace, why is it that people are still saying that this is what you must do? Okay, so many a times people will say that, well, if you look at the rules or you look at the matrix, it's been converting. Yes, but then again, can I ask you the question? When was the last time you downloaded an ebook and you read it from cover to cover? And when was the last time you downloaded an ebook and you actually did something about it? Chances are, I think it is not very high. So in today's video, what I'd like to share is how you could use ideation in design thinking to kind of rethink this whole process itself. So the point I want to start off with is that if you're doing what everybody else is doing, now, unless you are giving something of extremely high value, which is not likely going to be possible if you are a newbie, then you are up against a lot. All right, your odds are really stacked against you in order for you to get a series of conversion. So unless you're going to spend lots of money to very targeted ads, you may get a kind of conversion, but you may still not be able to achieve your outcome. So what I'd like to propose to you here today is that you want to think of ways that what other people in your industry or what other people have been doing, it's something that it's different. So how do we think different? This is where design thinking comes into play. So in design thinking, when it comes to the ideation process, one part of it is basically brainstorming. So as we talk about brainstorming, the many a times what you do is that you just list out the ideas that you have, and from there you kind of say, okay, these are the ideas, and then you strike out the ones that you think are not going to work, and then you are left with the ones that you are going to try. All right. Now, basically, from my years of teaching design thinking and brainstorming, that doesn't work, and that doesn't work for many people. So what does work is that you need to go through this process of what we call first third, second third, and third third. What I mean by that is that this is based on a book, and I'll leave it with, I'll put a link in the show notes. This is based on a book by this author, and he's basically saying that, well, there are, the way that our brain processes, we go through this series of segment when we are looking at brainstorming. So the first phase, the first third, is where we come up with very obvious ideas. So for example, if you want to look at how do I get more people to sign up for my newsletter and my website, the immediate ideas that you come up with is that, well, I would do a landing page, I will come up with an ebook, I'll come up with this, I'll come up with that. All right, so those are obvious ideas because those are something that you're familiar with, and those are some of the things that, those are some of the ideas that you have seen before, it has been implemented. It may have worked, probably for you even in the past, and that's maybe something that you would do. So that is the first, that's coming up with the obvious, ideas. Now then we want to move on to the second third. This is where you have exhausted all obvious ideas and you have gone on to say that, well, perhaps what I'll do is, instead of coming up with an ebook, I would do a series of videos, and through that series of videos I would then get people to opt in and get them to sign up and get them to be part of the community for a long time, because every week I'll release a new video, for example, right? That could be another way. That's slightly more unique, slightly different from what the industry is doing, but that's still not a breakthrough idea. So what we're looking at here is the third third. Now the third third is where you really push through the first third, second third, and go into the third third. This is where you really push through and say that, what are some unique ideas I can come up with? So for example, this is where you are forced to take into the what you might see in other industry that is not being practiced in the internet marketing industry, for example. I just want to show you the waves behind me. It's just magnificent. Yeah. All right. So this is where you want to push through the second third and to go into the third third and ask yourself, what would be some innovative ideas that you can come up with in getting people to opt in that you're currently not seeing what other people are doing. So perhaps that could be something like, oh, if you sign up for my newsletter, you may get a one-to-one coaching session with me to kind of help you go through the first step, for example, right? That's something that most people don't do because they think it wouldn't scale, but this could be something that you can do because you are starting out. At this point, when you're starting out, you may not have that many customers, and you may have the time to do that. Or you may say that, well, I will, if you sign up, what I'll do is I'll conduct an audit of your site. Yeah, if you're helping someone to set up their websites, for example, you can set up an audit. You can say that, well, I'll run through a series of tests, and then I'll give you a results, for example. Yeah, and I'm not using this technology, but I'm also using a series of tools that you could do it, but if you were to do it on your own, you have to kind of patch them all together, for example. So what I'm saying is that you want to look at what other people are not doing. You want to do something that is refreshing. You want to do something that is unique, something that will blow away your prospective customers, and to say that, yes, now I'm aware of this guy, what this guy is doing. This guy is radical. This guy is totally different. This guy is crazy, for example. Yeah. Just like I'll give a shout out to Music for Makers. It's a website that sends you a new music. I think every week, if I'm not mistaken, and the music are good. Yeah, I've used many of those music for my podcast and also for my videos where I produce those video professionally. So that's something that the other people in the industry doesn't do. Yeah. So what is it that you could do that other people are not doing? And it's not just you want to outdo what other people are doing, but what you want to do is to be able to provide tremendous value for your prospect. All right. All right. So this is Melvyn, and my question to you is: does the money stop the moment you stop working? This is Melvyn Tan, and join me and design a business that sets you free. Thank you. Bye-bye.